At least 3 deaths are being attributed to Typhoon Hagupit. It's also brought flooding, landslides, and destruction to property and infrastructure. And more than 900,000 have fled to safety in shelters. The storm is weakening, but CCTV's Barnaby reports it's not done with the Philippines just yet.
It came in the middle of the night. Typhoon Hagupit slammed into the central Philippines Saturday with roaring winds and pouring rain. It knocked out power and communication lines and left a trail of destruction that was all too familiar to residents of this region. Just over a year ago, Typhoon Haiyan killed thousands here and wiped out entire towns and villages. Typhoon Hagupit isn't nearly as strong as Typhoon Haiyan, but Haiyan was in and out of the country in one day. This one appears to be taking its time, making landfall not once, not twice, but several times in the course of 2 days. But those in the path of the typhoon already knew this, and they weren't going to take it for granted. When the typhoon came, many streets were virtually empty. That's because over 1 million people have crowded schools, churches, and gymnasiums that have been turned into evacuation centers.
There were families who even went to evacuation centers voluntarily. Even if, because of the warning that there would be a strong typhoon, they evacuated voluntarily. No need for the call of the local government to announce the evacuation.
That's raised hopes that more lives will be saved this time around. But the government says it's too early to tell the full extent of the impact, as Typhoon Hagupit hasn't made its way out of the country. And for survivors of Typhoon Haiyan who have yet to recover, the devastation from another typhoon means having to start over.
That's our problem. Where are we going to live now? We survived because we went to an evacuation center, but if we cannot use this tent, we have no place to live anymore.
If super typhoons have indeed become part of their reality, then it's not just a question of survival, but of their ability to cope to the new challenges as well. Barnaby, CCTV, Manila.